Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be looking at a nice little haul I got from Surugu-ya Japan. They had a nice little sale about a week ago where they were having free shipping regardless of the item limit. So I went ahead and ordered a couple things, and this is what I got. Let's just check it out. The box they sent us in is really big, so we're just going to go ahead and take a little look inside. You can't see it too well, but I'll show you each item one by one, and then we'll go over what I got and why I got it. First up is probably the biggest item. I went ahead and ordered a Sega Saturn racing wheel. It came complete in the box, which is kind of nice. Actually, I don't know if it's complete, but it did come in the box. It comes with instructions and everything. So this is the product. It's got a few scratches on it. It's definitely used. It's a little dirty. Normally when you order something from Japan, it's not quite this dirty. But I'm definitely excited to try this out. I have a bunch of racing games on the Sega Saturn, and this will definitely make it a lot easier to play them. Especially looking forward to playing Sega Rally Championship with it, because I love that game, and I've never actually played the arcade version, so it'll be a lot of fun to try that out with. The other big item here, I got the Virtual Cop light gun. I don't know why I haven't gotten this yet, or why I haven't procured a light gun for my Sega Saturn at all. But inside, it looks nearly brand new. As you can see here, I did get House of the Dead. Very cool game. I remember playing House of the Dead all the time in the arcades, so it'll definitely be fun to have the Sega Saturn version. I know it's inferior, and I know having the Japanese version here doesn't have the red blood, but you know, I'm not spending $300 to get a US copy of this game, so you know, take it or leave it. Next up, I was lacking on a couple of SEGA Saturn Classics that I've never played before. This one's really big, Clockwork Knight. I've heard a lot of great things about this game. It looks super fun. I'm really into platformers, so I'm just really excited to try this one out on my Sega Saturn, and it was really cheap, so I couldn't say no. Next up, I got myself something I've been wanting to get for a very long time, and I'll probably end up getting the US version at some point as well, just to have it, because it is one of my favorite games of all time, and that is Biohazard, also known as Resident Evil here in the West. Now, if you look at the price tag there, it says I got it for 2,280 yen. It's probably one of the more expensive games I got, maybe second most expensive game I got in this bundle here. But I've been wanting to play this for so long, the Sega Saturn version. I played the PlayStation version so many times, I played the remake so many times, and I just want to see how much has changed here in the Sega Saturn version. I'm really excited to try it out. Next up, we have the lovely Saturn Bomberman. Now this game is super expensive in the US. No way I'm getting that. Well, you know, make do, get the Japanese version, right? It looks like a really cool game. I've played pretty much every Bomberman except for this one. I'm excited to see how it holds up compared, because I've heard that this is probably the best version of Bomberman ever made. So I'm going to find that out for sure. I think Bomberman 94 comes out on top for me, but we'll see. We'll see. Or maybe Super Bomberman 3. I really like Super Bomberman 3 as well. On to the last Sega Saturn game I got. Magic Knight Rare, the Japanese limited edition. If you're a fan of the Sega Saturn, you know this game. It is the most expensive game in the US market, so obviously I had to pick it up in Japanese. Magic Knight Rare is probably one of my favorite manga series, so I really needed to have this just to kind of experience the game and have a good time with it and be able to relive all of the things I loved in the manga and what have you. Great series. If you haven't read or watched the manga or anime, highly recommend you check it out. Next up, a Vita game that was really cheap, the EVT. This is, what do you call it, a Vocaloid game, rhythm game. It was like $4. So whenever I see this on eBay, I swear it's always like really expensive, like $40. Though I haven't checked for a while, so when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to pick that up. That's a no-brainer. And I've played every single Project Diva game that's come out, so this one should be a lot of fun. Hopefully worth the money. Not that I paid much. Next up, I have a PlayStation Classic Bushido Blade. Now, why the Japanese version? This game was literally like $3, so I figured, you know what? I'm just gonna get it because I don't own the North American version. I've played it a couple times with some friends, but I don't own it, and you know, I don't particularly care which region I have the game for. The story is really simple, so I could probably get by most of it without having any issues, given the limited knowledge of Japanese I do have. So this would be a fun game to just kick back and play on a rainy day. 2 more PlayStation games for you. I got Parappa the Rapper and Jammer Lammy. These games are fantastic, and you know, somehow I've never bought a physical copy of this game. I rented it a lot as a kid. I had the demo disc as a kid. I have the PSP version. I've purchased it on the PlayStation 4's online network service, but I don't have the PlayStation 1 copy of the game, and the Japanese copy is much cheaper and has much better looking box art. So, you know what? It's one of my favorite rhythm games. Well, admittedly, it's not a great game, but it's a classic and holds a very special place in my heart. And as far as Jammer Lammy goes, I mean, you cannot beat this box art. That is an excellent box art. And it's more or less the sister game to Parappa the Rapper anyway, so I figured, you know what, I've actually never played this game. You guys let me know down below how this game is, because I'm really looking forward to giving it a try. I know it's not too long, but I'm interested in seeing how it compares to Parappa the Rapper. And then the very last game I got is a PC Engine game. I got the classic arcade game, Yokai Doyuchi. I have to read it real quick. I've actually never played this game. I think it looks really cool. It looks like a really excellent platformer on the PC Engine. $10, I really couldn't say no to playing out this classic game here. And that's everything I got in this bundle. It did cost me a little bit. You know, all those really cheap items, they start to add up. But it was a fun little sale, and I enjoyed being able to do that, so I just figured, why not? And I just really wanted to get something while the sale was going on. I saw a bunch of people in my Twitter circle getting it, so I figured, why not jump in and be a part of the fun too. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you back here next time. Take care. Bye bye.